Hello, hello. Welcome to African Travel and More. Okay, today I want to talk about what not to do when you visit Etosha National Park and to share a little bit of what happened to us on our visit to Etosha National Park. Yeah, we had a lovely visit to the park. We it was part of the second day of our journey. We visited the park, um, and we were there like maybe around 1 or so in the afternoon. We went, so and we were there to dusk, and we were able to see so many beautiful animals, and we even experienced a herd of elephants crossing the road, and um, I was able to video tape the elephants crossing, and we were able to take lots of pictures of that, and just saw lots of great wildlife coming out. And especially we were noticing that as it grew closer to sunset, of course, more and more animals come out. That's like prime time for seeing the animals. However, what we didn't know, as we got ready to exit the park, we went one way and we noticed that, oh my gosh, the gate, the gate is closed. And then we went, finally we found a way where there was someone attending, someone at the gate. And so we kind of, said, hey, what's happening? Why are the gates closed? And so they were like, whoa. They said, you're not supposed to be here after dusk. And we were like, what? And they were like, yes, on the information that they give you in the fine print, it says that you need to be out of the park by dusk. And so they said, well, you can stay here in the park. But we looked at those park fees and we're like, oh my gosh, we're not paying this to stay. And they said, well, if I guess it's the equivalent of the park ranger, whoever, he ended up coming. And then, I mean, there were several gates. I mean, just gate after gate just closed. So eventually, we drove to the ranger because they were very serious about the safety because, I guess silly Americans, we didn't know, because we just didn't notice. But yeah, we ended up receiving an $85 fine. I think it was 85 or so, because we were in the park past dusk. And what we were told is that you could go to see the magistrate's office, excuse me, in Outjo. And so we did that, but we did that on the way back from our visit to Himba Village because we said, well, we have to come back that way, so we may as well. But it didn't end there. So it was a serious thing about being out, I guess, in the whole region after dark, and it really gets dark. And we hadn't made arrangements for a hotel because I guess, we just figured that we'd get a place and it would be fine. So long story short, we did find a place, but we ended up paying, to me, I thought it was way more than what I wanted to pay. It was like $80 per person. But the place was nice, but for one night, I was out of more than $160 plus the fine, but we hadn't paid the fine. But yeah, so we ended up having to pay that. Plus, it was very difficult finding this place because it's so dark. And originally, we were going to we thought we could try and drive to the next another hotel, but I'm glad we didn't because It was pure dirt road for about 2.5, almost 3 hours after leaving the park, going on to the Kunene region, towards our next lodge. So yeah, I'm glad that we did not do that, because that would have been dumb. So it was better just to be out of that money. The place where we stayed, as you can see, it was not anything bad about it. It was, really quite nice. It's just that it's kind of that part of adventure that we always seem to find. But I hope that this helped you, and as what not to do. Oh, but also, yes, we ended up going to the magistrate to and we did not have to pay the fine. Instead, he told us that we could come to court the next time that we come to the country. But we were scheduled to come back June of this year, 2020. He actually gave up another year, and we had to like email to say when we would come back. So it's really kind of I think it's a better system than ours, to tell you the truth. But right now, I'm sure they'll understand we can't really make it back there. But yeah, so we visited that office. So the people kind of yeah. So the information was very helpful that we received from the magistrate's office. We were not there a long time. I say at tops maybe 30 minutes. Kind of in and out. We actually met with the magistrate, who told us that you need to email when you'll return within a year, and then you can come and state your case, state your side. So yeah, that was pretty neat. I don't know if we're going to make it back, being that we're in the pandemic, but hopefully it'll be okay. So I hope that this information helps you avoid that same mistake, because it's an honest, innocent mistake. Many of our national parks here in the U.S., you can camp out. So we weren't trying to camp though, but we were just really enjoying all the lovely animals coming out at dusk, only to find out we really shouldn't be there. So reach out to me if you have any more questions for me at African Travel and More, Instagram, Facebook, and also my podcast on Anchor at African Travel and More. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope to see you soon. Have an awesome, awesome day, and be blessed.